Hey folks, Sylvius here. I'm on Leaf. You'll see that I'm in the, what is this, the Adventurers Guild? The Adventurers Guild, right. Also, while I'm here, is the Asir around? Nope. No Asir, how sad. Yeah, so you'll notice I'm here in the Adventurers thing, and then I popped out here in Port Hope. I did not play Leaf while you guys weren't around, at least majorly. And good timing on my phone right there. 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Phone rang. And the last thing I did was eat a whole bunch of potato chips, and now I got like potato chips stuck in my teeth. So now I'm eating spicy cinnamon bubblegum, which is why you're going to hear me chewing. Sorry about that. But it was driving me nuts. Anyway. So yeah, like I logged on to just like reset my trainers and realized I wasn't in my house on Leaf. Technically it's Dao Dao's house, but whatever. So yeah, I wasn't there. Instead, I was just in the temple, which, like, confused me, because I was like, did I just die? But I think there was some kind of, like, reset or something on the American servers, it looks like. Because all of my characters on the American servers were just randomly sent back to their starting towns. Which is interesting, because almost all of my characters have their starting towns as Port Hope. Which was also kind of like a strange process. Well, I'm actually kind of glad that I'm here with the Tusk Shield, because I can just sell that right here. I'm pretty confident I'm never going to use those small stones, so we're going to just sell those small stones. Small stones. I will sell mine at the competitive price of 18 gold coins a stone. I also have a surprisingly decent amount of money. And a surprising lack of any real need to purchase anything. I mean, like, hold on, let's look at what I've got. Paladin armor I'm going to be wearing until 100 when I get Master Archer's armor. Assuming I get Master Archer's armor at 100. Zowan helmet I'm going to wear until 100 when I get an Elite Draken helmet. Mastermind shield I'm going to eventually stop using, but it will be my shield of choice until I have everything else I could conceivably need, and then also have the money to get a Necromancer or a Nightmare shield. How much are those? How much are those, just out of curiosity? Necromancer shield, 334k, and can I just do it this way? Nightmare shield. Wow, the Nightmare Shield's significantly more expensive. Crazy. Yeah, significantly more expensive. 900k. Even the buy offers are coming in at like 500. Weird. I think that's pretty consistent. They're a little bit more expensive on Olympa too. It's just not that big of a change. Kind of surprised. But okay. So yeah, though, we're here. Here I am back in Port Hope. So I figured I would just go turn in my ape task and start doing something else, because I really don't want to go back and finish with the stupid apes and badgers. So we're gonna pick up a couple of royal spears here, and then I'm thinking about doing. You can buy warhammers for 10k. Wow. Viking shield. I'm gonna buy it now. Never mind. I was just gonna buy a Viking shield and like throw it on the floor to see if I could confuse people, but I'm just not gonna do that on on Leaf. But okay, so yeah, I'm not getting shields. I'll get a gear wheel amulet, but I think I can't remember if they're 80 or 75. Elite Draken boots and Yalahari leg pieces, really, or Draken boots, whatever they're called. I'm gonna price those real quick. Royal spear. Let's go with 20. There we go. So let's take a look here real quick. I'm not gonna, well, I guess I will bother with the wrong thing. Draken boots, okay. Can I see them? Yeah, it won't actually, like, let me see the stats of them. And what about a Yalahari leg piece? Those are all, like, competitively priced. Like, I feel like I can actually probably just buy them outright. Anyway, we're off to go see. I'm actually gonna go deposit these platinum coins because I do not want them taking up inventory space, and why not? Okay. So I'm thinking I want to do Terramites, because I've also done Apes recently, and I kind of enjoy Terramites. But I might have already done that task 10 times. So if I can't do that, I guess it'll be Apes. Well, I will look and see what my choices are, just in case, but I think we'll do Apes. If Terramites aren't an option. We're definitely not doing stone golems and gargoyles. Although there are... I could consider doing one of them again if I just accepted the fact that I can't do them both at the same time. And I don't know how I feel about that. Because, like, there's a couple of decent spots where there's, like, a decent amount of gargoyles just by themselves, and a decent amount of stone golems at another spot just by themselves. Crocs, badgers, tarantulas, carnifilla, stone golems, mammoths, gnarlhounds, terramites, apes, thornback tortoises, gargoyles. Yeah, let's just try terramites. Terramites. Yes. Alright. In that case, I'm just going to boat to the mountain pass and then go on a nice little terramite hunt. Well, that's going to irk me a little bit, because I don't have food at the moment. Hi. Mountain pass. Yes'm. We're also, level 48. Part of me wants to, like, before I start making these videos, I want to, like, stand in front of a monster that, like, I don't know, can't kill me, but also won't die, so I can just run down my boosted stamina, like, incredibly. So that way, at least I'm not gaining the double EXP time. Or, what is it, like 50% EXP. Kill another elephant. Can get lucky on some, tusks. Probably not, but you never know. I'll settle for the meat, I suppose. Ooh, I feel like I'm lagging. Maybe? Well, anyway, so I did actually have an interesting topic to talk about. So, I'm talking to my friend. He does not play Tibia. He's not even, like, a really, like, a video game person much. He has played, he played, actually, StarCraft, in the past. Not the second one, like the first one. With the Brood War expansion, actually. He played back then a lot. Online. And was, like, pretty good, actually. I mean, like, I'm not a good judge, because I suck. But, I think he was pretty good. So, it's not like he's completely, like, inept with video games, but he hasn't played in a long time. So, I, like, you know, I talked to him about my, like, my videos and stuff like that, because he's a pretty smart dude. And I've kind of had this idea where I would have, like, new players play, and I would kind of, like, record their experiences with Tibia, like, playing for the first time. So I've been kind of trying to convince him to play, and he's not biting. But, so, like, we talk about Tibia a lot. And also, to be fair, oh, I forgot to bring spears. Crap. Well, whatever. To be fair, my, like, efforts of trying to sell Tibia to people are usually not great. I'm like, yeah, Tibia. It's a game where you, grind for hours and lose it all in a moment of lag. And then, you know, like, people laugh. I'm like, no, that wasn't a joke. That's actually how Tibia kind of works. Yeah. Like, Tibia, where you grind the same monster over and over and over again, and only after doing it for hours do you get a good piece of loot. And then, you know, we laugh, and I'm like, yeah, except that wasn't a joke either. Like, Tibia, where you can experience the virtual reality form of, like, living in the slums and getting mugged. Like, yep, that's also not a joke. But anyway, so we're talking about Tibia, and he goes... he says, you know, serious question. I'm like, okay. He's like, let's say you're, like, hunting somewhere that, like, took a really long time to get to. And I'm like, okay, so, like, I don't know. Like, Mintwallen, kind of? And, you know, I had to explain to him what that meant. And he's like, yeah, kind of, but, like, you know, you can't, like, log out when monsters are attacking you, right? I'm like, no. So, like, you know, I had to explain how, like, the whole, like, logging out thing works. And, okay, so, like, we go from there. He's like, okay. So after we talked a little while, and recently Sylvius has kind of been hunting in, like, the Rathaton area. There's a cave in Rathaton. It's got, like, bog raiders, and hydras in it. And I was mentioning how, like, that place was such a pain to get it to because of all the core scouts that are in it. Actually, that whole place sucked, by the way. But anyway, so I was like, yeah, I was hunting out there. And he was like, okay, so, like, let's say you're just, like, you know, almost at that cave, right? And I'm like, okay. And he's like, but then you really, really have to go to the bathroom. Would you crap your pants to avoid dying in Tibia? And I'm like, that's not a fair question. Like, you can't ask me that. That's not a fair question, man. Like, but now I gotta stop and think about it. Like, would I? I can't just, you know, I had to be like, hold on. I'm like, well, I guess it depends on a lot of factors. So it ended up being an interesting topic of discussion. I'm gonna put a poll up, and it's gonna say something to the effect of, would you poop your pants to avoid dying in Tibia? So, like, you know, I actually had to think about this for a while, and I decided that, no, I wouldn't. I would let myself die. I would definitely let myself die. And here's my actual thought process on this, because I did legitimately need to think about it. Assuming in a situation where, like, I'm guaranteed to die, like, and Rathaton was a really good example, because the monsters respawn too fast there for me to even be able to just log out and hope to God that I can log back in and be safe. The monsters just are, like, I'll never be able to log out in Rathaton there. And, like, you know, if I really had to go, I wasn't going to be able to be like, hold on, I gotta run past everything for, I don't know. That's the other thing, too, is, like, running past things is always kind of an option. I can't just discount the possibility. Like, if I got 50 potions on me or something like that, I can run past pretty much anything that at least isn't gonna kill me in one hit. The exception being things that, like, paralyze often and heavily, but, you know, I think it would be fine. So, but I mean, like, alright, so in a hypothetical situation where I'm not capable of running past everything, and there's nowhere for me to, like, log off, so it's, like, literally a guaranteed I either die or go to the bathroom in my pants kind of situation. I still feel like I wouldn't, because first off, yeah, like, dying sucks, and I'm never like, yes, I died, awesome. But, I don't know, it's like a little bit of experience and a little bit of my skills, and yeah, for sure, that's, like, not something I'm excited about, but that's not the end of the world, so to say. Okay. Just ran past the skull. I'm a little regretting that I didn't manage to see his name, but whatever. Oh, there's just, like, enormous amounts of golds all over the place. Don't die! I feel like I should probably leave. Yeah, I don't know. The skull kind of scares me a little bit. I'm not going to, though, and here's why I'm not going to. Because I feel like the addition of the skull dude here makes this way more interesting, potentially. Although I'm gonna go actually find him. I totally just killed that dude. I'm kind of interested in where he went. I want my 35 gold, though. I want to heal him. Yep. Whatever. What was he? A druid? Yeah, okay. Yo, I don't know what's going on here. I will, by the way, in case anybody's ever... I just walked into the fire. I'm an idiot. I just walked straight into the fire. I hope that didn't, like, re-get him his skull, because now I feel like a moron. I'm not a big fan of, like, PKs for obvious reasons, but, yo, whatever. He didn't attack me, so that's all I care about. I wanted to see if anybody, is talking about him in there, but they don't appear to be. Also, I'm just making a boatload of gold by looting all this crap off the floor, which is kind of awesome. Oh man, look, even more of it. Yeah, more gold. I'm gonna run out of inventory space before this is up. Well, anyway, we got a little sidetracked from my "would you go to the bathroom in your pants" conversation, so I do want to follow up on that. We talk about the best things on my channel. Remember, people, only on Sylvius' channel, in the Leaf videos, will you get to consider, I should probably not leave my phone right next to the microphone. It's probably a my bad situation. But, yeah, I mean, you know, like, only on my channel will you talk about these topics. These, like, very in-depth, like, part of your soul topics. But, yeah, so, like, for starters, I have my blessings, so, like, I'm not actually going to lose any of my equipment or anything like that, so it kind of doesn't matter. If I die, in, like, a vague kind of sense, but, like, it kind of doesn't. I'm actually going to take that bag. That bag was at a really convenient time. Wow, my phone is just going crazy. Let's throw it on the other side of my room. Somebody's respawning. I love respawning. Alright. Just keep shoving crap in that backpack. Alright, awesome. Do-do-do. So, yeah, like, I'm gonna have blessings. So, if I die, I'm just gonna lose some experience and have to rebuy my blessings. Which, like, sucks, for sure, but it isn't that, like, catastrophic of a situation, kind of, I think. Even if I didn't have blessings, I feel like the cost to my, like, dignity and pride and mental well-being, that crapping my pants to avoid dying in Tibia would cause me, is greater than the % chance of me dropping an item. Like, it's not a guarantee that I would drop an item, so... like, yeah, it's not a guarantee that I would automatically drop something, so it's like, would I take that risk, or would I crap my pants? And I would definitely just take the risk. I would just run the risk of losing an item. Now, and at the same time, even in a situation where, like, I was, like, let's say, hypothetically guaranteed to lose all of my items, also worth mentioning, too, is, like, Sylvius has a decent amount of crap in his backpack that would really suck. Like, assuming, I guess, like, because I'm not dying, like, in a surprise, I would have some, like, time to be, like... That's not the dude that died. I would have some time to be like, uh-oh, I don't want to die here, so let me make sure I'm, like... Or I don't want to lose my stuff, right? So I would, like... Yes? Yes, Leo? Merlin? That... What? Unato tempo. Hold on. Google Translate. I don't really know what this guy's saying. How much time? Ah, in cave. 10 minutes? 10 minutes? He's asking me, yeah, Unato tempo is how much time. Let's see what he says. Well, actually, wait. I'm leaving now, actually. Yeah, I'm out of inventory space, so it's all his cave now. There we go. I should just keep Google Translate up, like, all the time when I'm playing this game. And I don't, but whatever. So anyway, back to the thing. You know, alright. So, like, Sylvius, I would have one pair of soft boots in my backpack and my Draken boots. I probably have enough money to replace my one pair of soft boots. I definitely do not have enough money on Sylvius right now to replace both pairs of soft boots. If I lose my Draken boots, I could replace them too. I would also lose a backpack of holding, plus a whole bunch of other backpacks that are actually worth a decent amount of money, because I use fancy backpacks, like the cake backpack, the pannier backpack, I think it's called. I think I've got, like, one of the buggy backpacks in there, crystal, like, I've got some decent priced backpacks in there, in other words. How much are those? I'm not a high enough level yet. Arm 2, speed 10 is not bad, though. And then I got the mastermind, or not the mastermind shield, I've got a nightmare shield in there, which is like 500k, plus 60 assassin stars, which isn't much money, plus a whole bunch of potions, potentially runes. I got my secret agent thing in there. So, like, actually losing my, my backpack would be, like, pretty catastrophic. But I think I would still probably gamble. Like, I think... I don't know. It's actually really hard to say. I still wouldn't do it, though, because I would assume that I could get back and get my my body in time. Would be my assumption. And I would, like, absolutely gamble on the chance that I could get my body back in time before I ever considered crapping my pants. And then, even if I couldn't get my backpack back in time, like, afterwards, that's the kind of thing I would feel 100% justified in buying Tibia coins and replacing my equipment that way. Like, absolutely justified in doing that. Exodicon. Like, I don't want to buy Tibia coins to, like, you know, buy myself my next set of armor or something like that. Like, Sylvius is, I think, like, 169 now. Am I not regenerating? I am regenerating, okay. Yeah, Sylvius is like level 169. We're gonna, what are we gonna do? I guess we're gonna go back to Svargrand real quick. Oh, boy. Yeah, we're gonna go back to Svargrand. Finish up that task, I suppose. But yeah, so, like, I'm almost at the point where I need the, like, my next set of armor is the, like, level 200 super crazy, Firmbrust quest stuff. The, like, Fire Soul Tabard, I think it's called. Or, you know, Earth Soul, or whatever the different ones are. I'm actually not sure which one I'm ultimately gonna get, but, like, soon I'm gonna be at that point. I'm actually kind of looking forward to that, too. This is actually one of the few points in Tibia now, lately, where I'm actually looking forward to a level plateau. Because 150, like, got me, going to Darashia. Yeah. 150 got me the, like, Depth Lorca, I think it is. The new Paladin armor. Which, like, I don't know, had, like, physical resistance, or I guess I can check real quick. Hold on. I want to see what Master Archer armor is. MMA. Or MAA, isn't it? Master Archer armor. Yeah, that's it. Master Archer armor. Ma. I want to see what my Ma is. Okay, so Master Armor, Archer's armor is armor 50, distance 3. And then Depth Lorica is, yeah, armor 16, distance fighting 3, protection from death 5. So, like, yeah, I mean, it's, like, better. It's just not worth the huge amount of money in it. I picked up Prismatic Legs. Prismatic Legs were very little money, and were basically, like, the same as my Yalahari legs, with physical resistance instead of death resistance, which isn't that big of a difference. Svargrand. And I also picked up the depth, whatever the helmet was, that lets you go underwater. But, like, nothing cool or exciting there. They were all, like, basically the same or just marginally better. Or slightly different. Like, the armor, the Depth Lorica, was in fact slightly better with death resistance and one more arm value. But it also weighs a whole bunch more, and it's a boatload of money. And the prismatic legs were just physical resistance instead of death resistance, like, you know, kind of the same thing. But I'm actually looking forward to the, like, whatever that armor is, because that's got distance 4, and that's, like, actually notably better. But anyway, so let's, after I finish clicking on all those fish, let's look at my killing in the name of task. Badgers. Alright, so we're looking at, like, 40-some of each of them. I'm actually going to kill this badger. Go kill this badger, too. Badger killed. Exit to Khan. So yeah, though. So, like, there I am. So, like, yeah, if I, like, actually... I don't want to, like, buy Tibia coins to buy that armor, because that would take the, like, the achievement of getting that armor completely away. You know, and, like, I don't want to do that for my next, you know, weapons or anything like that. I might actually make an exception for the Umbral Master Bow if I ever hit level 250. And the only reason I might make an exception for that is, without spending, like, a huge amount of, like, gold, a ridiculous amount of gold, I might not be able to get that because of the quest that it comes from. In fact, like, to even get that, I might need to buy it on another server and then, like, world transfer a character over or something like that. In which case, like, yeah, I might have to bite the bullet, so to say, and just be like, alright, I'm spending the Tibia coins. But anyway, I would only do that if I absolutely had to. And I hope to not have to, so we're kind of fine there. But, like, if I died because I had to die or crap my pants, and then I, like, lost my Umbral Bow or something like that, I would just, at that point, be like, screw it, I'm just gonna buy Tibia coins to re-buy my item, because I didn't lose my item through, like, actually screwing up in the game. I lost my item because I wasn't capable of logging out of the game, so to say. Although... Yo, I'm back! So, what just happened there, by the way, in case you guys were wondering? My computer ran out of memory, and it auto shut down the recording. So I had to just delete some of the previous recordings to clear up some space. So yeah, basically all I was saying was, like, I would, you know, if I had died because I couldn't log out of the game and I desperately had to go to the bathroom, I would just re-buy my items, because that's not so much a, like... I don't want to necessarily say it's a flaw in the game, but it wasn't me being bad at the game or me having, like, bad luck in the game. It was a problem with, like, the interface between me and the game. But at the same time, like, if I lost, like, valuable equipment due to lag, I don't know what I would do. Like, if I died because of lag, I would consider that to be, like, not my fault, and be like, it's okay for me to buy Tibia coins, and re-buy my item. But I don't know if I'd want to re-buy my item because I just died due to lag. Isn't the cave here? I thought I've gone into this cave before. I'm, like, actually kind of concerned I'm going to accidentally fall into it or something. But yeah, like, I don't know. If I died because of lag and, like, lost my Umbral Bow, I feel like I might just stop playing Tibia for an extended period of time. Because it would drive me crazy if I had to, wow. Nice. Furry thing. If I had to, like, either spend money to get my item back, or to, like, grind forever to get enough gold to buy my item or something like that. I don't know. I'd feel just... That could be, like, a deal breaker for me with Tibia. I don't know. I generally am not ever hunting things, like, dangerous enough, that like lag is a real threat to me. Like, yeah, I can definitely die due to lag, and I'm sure I probably have, sort of. I have a video of dying to lag once, now that I think about it, but that was a problem not with Tibia, but with a problem with, like, my internet. It was it was, like, one of my deaths to worms. But look at all that ham and meat from the last time I was here. Generally speaking, usually the monsters I'm hunting, like, even if I do lag furiously and, like, get kicked completely, usually there's, like, even odds that I would kill the monster before the monster would kill me, kind of situation. And I'm rarely hunting anything that can kill me fast enough that, like, I will die before the lag allows me to do something, or, the, like, you know, the monster stop attacking you due to inactivity kind of situation thing kicks in. So, like, rarely am I hunting something that if I just stop running from it, I'll just auto-die instantly. For the most part, I think. But yeah, so ultimately my consensus was that no, I would not poop my pants to avoid dying in Tibia. Which I'm actually kind of proud of. I'm glad that I can say that. Not so much proud of, but not ashamed of the fact that I would have to say otherwise. On a similar vein, kind of like in that topic I just said, I was talking to my friend, and he's all like of Hispanic descent, although he's actually Puerto Rican. But so like he's a minority, in other words. And he's a very big opponent of the police. He does not like the police. So he likes to point out that I have like white privilege a lot, which like sort of annoys me. But we were like talking about it the one day, and I was like, I don't know if I would consider it necessarily white privilege. I would consider it like not so much that I have a privilege. I would consider that you have a penalty. So it's not my white privilege. It's your like minority penalty. And he was like, I don't get what you're saying. And I'm like, well, I mean, it sort of depends on how you look at it, and I don't know which one really is, but like I think it's worth like looking into this concept. Is that maybe I'm not the one that gets special treatment from the police. Maybe you're the one that gets special treatment from the police. Yours is just negative in nature, whereas you think I'm getting like special like he thinks that like because I'm white, the police are gonna like pat me on the back and be like, "Don't worry." I think that's, like, the more average assumption, that, like, police aren't going to be particularly... Like, I don't know. He's like, well, police would be, like, extra suspicious of me for, like... Because what we were doing was we were walking down, like, a dark road at nighttime. He was like, the police would be more suspicious of me if I was stopped. Whereas, like, once they see you're here, they're going to just, like, joke and let you go. And I'm like, yeah, I feel like that should be the normal response. Like, the police officer shouldn't be, like, suspicious of us just because we're walking out at night. He's not giving me, like, an advantage because I'm white. He's just giving you a negative because you're not white. And he was like, I don't really see the point, but, like, no, I think you're definitely getting a privilege. And I'm like, no, I mean, like, think of it like you're making a character in, like, a video game and you have, like, a point buy to buy your stats. Like, my character is white, so I get, like, 15 starting points. Your character is a minority, so your character gets 10 starting points. Am I getting a bonus 5 points for being white, or are you getting a negative 5 points for being a minority? And, like, I do think it matters because however you, like, this got, by the way, off on a huge tangent. I don't know why I was just thinking of this anyway. But, I mean, like, it does sort of matter because while, like, the end results might be the same, your character only has 10 points and mine has 15. How we go about, like, solving that problem is different depending on what it is. Like, I mean, it really kind of does depend on who's getting the special treatment, so to say. By the way, I'm definitely not disputing the fact that I have an advantage in this situation. Like, the end result of what he was calling, like, white privilege definitely exists, and I definitely have an advantage when dealing with, like, you know, people in authority and police officers in general, by being, like, a white male. Whereas he's definitely being, like, not having the same benefit that I'm having. It's just an and it's like a largely theoretical question from our perspective because like neither of us can do anything about the situation. But it is a theoretical question of whether or not like am I getting like a raise or is he the one getting the pay cut? In other words, and then from a more like policy perspective, like how to solve this problem is actually like relevant. Should the cops be suspicious of everybody or should they be like kind and helpful to everybody? And then we work from there. But anyway, that was kind of the point I was making because when I said like I wouldn't crap myself, and I said that makes me like proud of myself. It doesn't make me so much proud of myself as it doesn't make me ashamed of myself, which still makes me happy. And then in the same vein, another side story, a completely different one of my friends, and this is weird that we're going to keep talking about crapping your pants in this video. This is a really strange Leaf video, I think. My friend used to live in the dorms when he went to college. And he was like, friends with all of his like dorm buddies, and they're all guys in college dorms. You know what to expect. So he had like burritos, and then had like terrible gas. So he like let one loose that was terrible. By the way, this is kind of usually not the thing I talk about in my videos, but whatever. So he let one loose, and then he like convinced the guys he was hanging out with that he crapped his pants. He was like, "Oh man, I crapped my pants," and they were like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Oh, dude, that's terrible." He's like, "No, I'm just messing with you. Like, I really didn't." And they're like, "Oh, okay, well, yeah, like, all right." He's like, "No, I mean, I'm just saying that now. I did." So like they were like willing to believe that he crapped his pants, and then afterwards I was like, I'm not so sure if that like indicates you're like a master at deception, or that your dorm mates think so little of you that the idea of you crapping your pants is just something that they're like, yeah, I could totally see that happening. you just seem like the guy that would crap his pants. So yeah, there you go. There you go. That was a lot of talking about crapping your pants for I think one of my videos. I probably won't talk so much about pant crapping in the future. Wow, I'll just be missing though. Missing my shots with my spear like that is kind of like crapping your pants repeatedly. I'm just throwing that out there. How many more tasks things do I have to kill here? I desperately want to finish this. Killing in the name of 12 more badgers to go. Oh man, 10 more mammoths. Awesome. Alright, let's go back. We're almost finished. 12 and 10. 12 and 10. This will be 11 and 10. 11 and 10. 11 and 10. I can't do it right now. Well, I mean, I can't do it right now. Occasionally at both of my jobs, I need to count like 2 separate things at once, and it never goes up past 10. But like, I need to keep track of like needing 5 of one thing and like 9 of another thing or something like that. And the way I do it is I usually... well, no, I guess I could do it actually here. But what are we at? 11 and 9? I usually like use a different language for one of them because like I can count to 10 in a couple of different languages. Spanish and French are like pretty similar. It's like un, dos, trois, quatre, cinq, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, I think, something like that. What was that? 8? But I can also do it in Japanese. So I usually like if I need to remember like 3 of one item and 8 of the other one, I'll go like 3 and then 8 in Japanese, which is I can't remember 8. Now I'm falling apart. But now I'm at 7 mammoths after this. Hold on, I'm actually gonna check that. Ugh, should be 7. And did I just drink a healing potion? Really? Oh no, I drank a mana potion. That was an annoying. Exit the con. Killing in the name of badgers. 11 still, and 7. Yeah. So I would be like 11 Nana. Nana is 7 in Japanese. So that's how I would, I count. It's actually a useful skill. Where are all the badgers at? This is annoying. $11 Loke. 11 Go. Although counting backwards is really weird. I like 11 Yun. I largely know the numbers in other languages kind of by the rhythm of saying them in a row, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's like uno, dos, tres, cuatro. I actually have to like stop and think about it. 10 in yun, 10 in san. I kind of have to think about it if you're just like, what is 7 in another language? I have to be like, hold on. 9 and san. 8 in san. But yeah, I could just like ichi, ni, san, yan, go, look, nana, hach, kyu, ju. Kind of like that. God, what am I? Okay. I don't remember what number I was on the Badgers. That's good. Stupid wolf, get out of my way. I should probably just be striking more. Kill these things faster. Bam, you're dead. Now that should be it for Mammoths, I think. Let's take a look here. Killing in the name of Badgers. 6 more to go. Mammoths. Oh, wow. I apparently counted wrong. Really? I thought I was counting right. Well, it just goes to show you that I'm an idiot. I don't know if I've mentioned this in any of my video recordings before, but I used to be, and I am actually still pretty good at math. But I could, like, really quickly, like, look at basic math problems and be like, okay, so the answer is, like, 32. And that ability has completely gone out the window once I spent an extended period of time working on a cash register. Like, I don't know what it is, just once math started being done for me, it just fell apart. Even when I, like, wow, I don't think since I've hunted here, I have put a badger at low enough HP that it started running away from me without killing it outright. You can sell Z Sword to NPCs. Ah, Zowan Sword. I was like, what's the Z Sword? Alright. We should be good now. How many badgers? I just lost track. Alright. Oh, yeah. 3 more badgers. And there should be 3 more down here. So we are all done with this task. I don't care. You're dead. 1. 2. Come on. 3. Now let's get out of here. Sell nose ring. We're gonna go back to Port Hope, I guess. This actually brings up an interesting question of what I'm gonna task next. I got Terramites on my list already. Pick up apes again, I suppose, and see if I can, yeah, pick up apes, I suppose, and see if I can finish them and Terramites again before I hit 50, and then maybe pick them both up again. That sounds like the best option. Does it tell me how many boss points I have? Hold on, actually, before we do that, we're gonna get to where I need to be auto-walking Darashia. Yes'm. So now that I'm auto-walking to the boat, we'll see if it'll tell me how many boss points I have. Killing in the name of... You have 8 boss points. We are probably going to use those boss points on Ribstride and Fleshcrawler. Just for the record. Although Ribstride actually hits pretty hard, just for the record. Hi, Port Hope. Yes'm. We're gonna do it the cheap and easy way and take the ferry to Grizzly Adams instead of walking. Guide Tico, I think his name was. And then, yeah, once I kind of turn the task in and pick up the apes task again, at least I hope I can pick the apes task again, I'll end the video there. East, yes'm. Lorak. Alright. So we're just about finished here. So yeah, don't forget, people, I put that, I put that poll question up earlier. Alright. Apes. I have, by the way, never tasked thornback tortoises. Ever. That has never been a thing I've tasked. I don't even know where to hunt them at, to be honest. I mean, obviously the ape, or yeah, the ape. The islands, but you know, let's go to the trainer stands for now. All right, people. Yeah, so hit that survey question I asked. Would you crap your pants to avoid dying in Tibia? And then on that note, as we're walking over here, should like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Check me out on Patreon, Twitter, and Facebook. Also, you should really check me out on Patreon because I do write a whole bunch of additional commentary on my videos and stuff like that. Anyway, people, I will see you folks later. Have a good night.